with her brother and sister. And I'm not going to use the name in the sermon. Okay. And this 18-month-old loves to crawl on the floor. And what she did was she was crawling around on the floor, and then her older brother started crawling on the floor. And then within like 5 minutes, everybody was crawling around on the floor. And this 18-month-old had started this game. And it was just infectious, this energy. And it was almost like this 18-month-old had said, you don't need anything. You've got enough energy inside of you to have fun. And so everybody just was having so much fun, just running around, chasing everybody on the floor. And as an adult, you kind of was like, kind of want to be on the floor. Because it was fun. And so, what is it about the children that can just kind of switch off and forget those kind of social norms that we've placed on ourselves? And so what was Paul saying in his letters? To the Jews, I was a Jew. And so, what do we need to do to spread the message of the gospel? The gospel, the story about Jesus. And it's so easy for us to kind of we've got to grow the church. And there's so many people that don't have a faith language. So we kind of we get talking. And you say things. And just in your head, what do you tell them about this place? And do you ever use the word Jesus, or Christian, or God? Or is it actually easier to use the more secular language of, well, we're serving others. We're caring for others. But at the heart of God's message is the gospel. So why are we caring for others? Because we're caring for God's creation. And what is it about us that we sometimes struggle to mention that God or Jesus language? Because if we're honest, how does some of the activities we do here differ from any other non-profit group that is just part of the secular world? And what Paul is saying is, you shouldn't kind of just change to be like the other, just by the sake of being the other. You need to be fully yourselves and know why you're trying to change your language. And that is because we want to spread Jesus' gospel to a greater people. Now, a number of you will know that I struggle with Eucharistic Prayer C, which we'll use today. And a number of my friends and my clergy friends have been saying, why is it that you really struggle with this Eucharistic prayer? Because they were like, it's the Star Wars prayer. It's the one that has these wonderful imageries. It's the responsive Eucharistic prayer. There's a lot going on. And at the heart of it, if I have to admit, it's the most American prayer. It's the one that sounds most American. And so, one of the things that I'm working on as an individual is, am I American? And is Paul saying I have to be an American to say that prayer? I don't think he is, but I think what he's saying is as a church, we do have to change our language and our rituals to the community that we're serving. But at the heart of it, the gospel never changes. And so, as a church, how do we be authentically ourselves, authentically hold on to the gospel, but reach out to this community on the Broadneck, using a language that can be understood by all the people in this area? And with that infectious joy of that 18-month-year-old, just go out with the love of God in our hearts. And that's how the church will grow, knowing that the Spirit is with us, and is with us this day and forevermore. Amen.
Amen.